Hey folks, welcome back. It's another lesson with Mr. Drew here. We're going to talk about our superhero projects, which we're just beginning in our Properties of Matter unit. What properties of matter do superheroes possess? Do they have any properties of matter? Well, let's take a look and see.
Heroes. Marvel's The Avengers have saved the planet from alien invasion, the Norse god of mischief, and now they face the angry robot killing machine Ultron. The Avengers combine amazing abilities with some pretty amazing science. Let's start with everyone's favorite smarty pants billionaire. No, not Elon Musk, but Tony Stark, better known as Iron Man after his original iron suit of armor. Because iron is heavy and dense, Stark's OG suit would have weighed around 150 pounds, which isn't exactly ideal when you're flying around. Stark says he later upgraded to a gold titanium alloy, but that would actually kind of make things worse. That suit would probably weigh around 350 pounds, which might work for the Hulk, but not for Tony Stark. Let's have Rachel explain.
Stark's suit is probably made of a nickel titanium alloy called nitinol. It's strong but light and can be reformed after taking damage. There may also be some graphite reinforced with carbon fiber, which can take a lot of heat. Useful if Iron Man doesn't want to singe his feet using those rocket boots.
The power source inside Stark's suit has changed over the years. The arc reactor that he designs is actually a miniature nuclear power plant. In Iron Man 2, the arc reactor depends on palladium. But we learn that the palladium is slowly poisoning him, so Stark does what any brilliant scientist does. He creates a new element. You've done that before, right?
Stark uses his homemade particle accelerator to smash the nuclei of atoms together to make a whole new type of atom. It seems like movie magic, but that's actually pretty standard procedure for manufacturing new elements. Scientists have made 20 synthetic elements this way, so it's not unbelievable that Stark would have made new elements to power his suit.
But that's enough about eccentric billionaires. Let's talk Captain America and Black Widow. According to the Marvel Comics, both Black Widow and Captain America have peak human abilities. They're super strong, they have super quick reflexes, tons of stamina, and they age really slowly. They can also heal pretty quickly, but not as quickly as a certain other hairy Marvel hero. How might this super healing work, you may ask? Well, it probably has to do with the white blood cells.
In normal healing, a type of white blood cell called a macrophage fights infections and oversees the repair process. Macrophages also send out chemical messengers called growth factors that help repair wounds. All these steps can take between 2 to 5 days in regular humans, but happen faster in Black Widow and Captain America. Their macrophages could be super productive, pumping out growth factors to heal wounds more quickly. Souped up white blood cells aren't the Cap's only defense. He also has that awesome shield.
Captain's shield protects him from everything. Bullets, grenades, lasers, supervillain death rays, and so on. Most of that protection comes from good old steel. Steel is strong and rigid, allowing Captain to throw a shield and have it knock off multiple bad guys before it comes back to him. But there's more to the shield than just steel.
Conventional steel has a lot of super properties, but it's not a great shock absorber. That's why the steel in the Cap shield contains an imaginary mineral called vibranium. This material can absorb a near infinite amount of vibrational energy without getting too hot or melting. But where is all that energy going? Well, in the first Avengers movie, we see Thor's hammer strike the Captain's shield. The shockwave knocks them all to the ground, but the shield is just fine. When Thor's hammer hits the shield, you see a huge flash of blue light, implying that vibranium converts vibrational energy to light energy. Hey, after all, they couldn't put it in a movie if it wasn't true.
So there you go, fearless viewers. Keep fighting the fight for science. And thanks to SciPop for helping us make this video happen.
That's pretty cool stuff. So it looks like even superheroes rely on the properties of matter. Today I'm going to introduce you to the Superhero Project, and your rough draft will be due next Wednesday. Today we're going to use our time and our definitions to begin our project. So let me get into that project and introduce everything you need to know. You'll find this all on Schoology, and the description of the project is pretty simple. Your job is to create a brand new superhero. I want you to invent a superhero that has amazing physical and chemical properties like the ones we've been learning in class. You'll need to draw a picture or a cartoon of your hero in action and write a biography to introduce the hero to the world. The paragraph and drawing will show how your hero uses their properties. Be creative. Make sure your project includes a colorful drawing that you make yourself with labels showing at least 4 of the properties of matter in action. a paragraph that helps describe how the superhero uses at least 4 of their properties, have it be neatly written, so we can find out who your hero is, what properties they use, and how they use them. Here's our grading rubric. To get full credit, you can do 5 or more properties. Make sure you use all properties clearly and accurately. Have your drawing, label all the properties, and show how they're using the properties. Showing the properties means action. We're going to have to see how, for example, luster is being used to help the hero. Effort, neat work, and classwork. Make sure your project shows time invested. Your drawing should be neat, creative, and unique. And for your writing, use all the writing skills you've learned in English. All parts are complete. You've got your definitions of each of the properties woven into your paragraph. Complete sentences. Make sure you revise everything. You can get a total of 40 points for this project, so have fun and do a great job. I'm going to show you in Schoology where you can find the project directions and a place to do your rough draft. So come along with me to Schoology and let's take a look. I'm in Schoology. Notice I have my weekly folder with directions and my properties folder. I'm going to open the properties folder. I've got my definitions here if I need any resources for definitions, video lessons, and links. Here's my superhero project. And here are the directions. These directions are the same thing I just showed you, but let me scroll down because the second page is where we can do our rough draft. I'm going to download. Here's my document. After downloading it, I'm going to enable editing right up here. This is going to allow me to actually write on the document and own it, and you can save it right to your own Office 365 account. Here's my rubric and scoring guide. Okay, for my rough draft, I'm going to need to think of 5 properties of matter that I could use in my superhero project. Here's a place to write any of the 5 properties from our list in our notes, or any others you can think of. Let's think. Solubility, magnetic, hardness, density. We could do mass and volume. We could do, flammable. There's plenty of properties. Look through them and see which ones you like. And don't forget, you could also put non in front of them. Maybe your hero's non-flammable. Make sure you add a definition. What is my superhero going to look like? Well, here's a spot to do a rough draft. And just label 5 of the properties from my list that I want to use. And how am I going to draw them being used in action? Here's my rough draft paragraph. Include a topic sentence with an introduction. Here's an example. There's a new hero in town, and his name or her name is... And there are several interesting properties that run this hero. Now we're going to give some evidence or details. The first property my hero has is... This property means they can fill in the definition. And then tell us how they use it and why they use it. Do that for all 5 of the properties of your choice. Don't forget a conclusion. Restate your topic sentence. Tell us how your hero is one of the greatest ever invented, and maybe a little bit of some unique twists to make it interesting. Hopefully you'll have a lot of fun making up your own superhero and sharing them with the world. Well guys, thanks for showing up and watching this video. Hopefully this helps you as far as getting ready for your project and gives you at least a place to start. So thanks, and try science.